Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Thanks for joining us. It's our very first podcast.
It's exciting. We're excited. We
Very exciting.
Came a long way to get here.
Yeah. So I'm Kira.
And I'm Bree.
So we'll start off with how we met. So I met Bree in the dental field. She was this weak ass bitch.
Damn.
No. She was the hardest worker there, and I was I knew we were just clicking.
Oh yeah. I knew that off rip too. I tried to get her to do something. I tried to get her to do something I didn't want to do, and she called me on that shit the first day. I was oh, okay.
All seriousness though, Bree was my mentor, so
it
worked out.
Thank you. She was a great mentee. So now we are in business together, and it's awesome.
Yeah, it's been about 2 years, and it's just nice having a partner, another can mom.
Yeah, a lot of people are so against partnerships, but I really think that's the best way to go. You can find a solid partner, just rock with them.
Yes, solid partner.
Very solid.
There's some friends that you can't work with, and there's some people that you work with that you can't be friends with. You got to pick both.
And you all will hear a lighter flicker here and there because I will be smoking every episode. So you'll hear it here and there. But anyways, so we're in business, 2 years in. Numbers are looking nice. Audience is great. Our community is jumping. We have so many strong women with us. It's awesome. Yes. I love it.
Yes.
So we are basically here just sharing our journey with you as we go because we feel like it's exciting. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of other women that want to get into this industry and we'll be excited as well.
Yeah, you just got to go for it. If it's something you want to do and you want to do it and it's a good idea, you just got to do it.
Just do it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so on top of that, we will have a couple of subjects to discuss with you all, and we always want some feedback. We do have our Facebook group, it's Stone Queens Gambit, at Facebook, Instagram. So if you ever have a topic that you want us to dive into, we will dive deep. So let us know.
Yes.
So today is Mother's Day. Like we said, Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
And we just want to talk about talking to your kids about Ms.Jane. Do they know Ms.Jane?
Yeah. Have you ever talked to them about that?
Yeah, I've talked to both of my boys. I have 2 boys. One is 14 and the other one is 7. And when I say 14, that does not make me old because I'm not. I had him when I was 16. So I have a 14-year-old and a 7-year-old, and they are very familiar with the smell. They know it's medicine. Mm-hmm. That's all they are aware of, and they could care less. I'm a bomb-ass mom, so there's no questions asked.
Have they never asked you about any of it? Like what it is or?
Cameron he was putting a stigma on me as his mother, just smelling it once he got in high school and they started doing dare programs and shit. I thought that shit was gone, but I guess they still do that in school. And yeah, so it was actually he was 10 and he was asking me to quit smoking weed because he thought it was a cigarette type deal. Are you gonna get lung cancer? Whatever. So I'm like, baby,
I get that.
It's not that type of situation. So we did a Google search together and we sat and we read it together.
Oh, that was smart.
Yeah. And after that, it was no more questions asked. He knows it's been medicine conversation since he was a child, but with him getting older and outside influences, other questions come involved when other people start talking to your kids. So that's why I'm always saying, talk to your kids first. Talk to them first. And once we Googled a couple articles, we was on to the next thing, playing video games together and chilling. Oh, yeah. If you got a teenager, just make them Google whatever they're asking you. Just have them good. Of course, you got to sift through some BS here and there. But,
I'm sure.
It's your kids, so you can guide them. But just don't let other people get to them first.
Yeah, especially at that age. My son's only 3, so... And I am more of an edible gal.
Yeah, she's an edible queen.
Yes, that's my preference. But he knows it as mommy's medicine.
Yeah,
So
It's nothing weird.
he's never really asked about it, but like my niece, she's 10, Rosalind, and she's known about it her whole life because she just knows the smell basically, and
Yeah.
she doesn't associate it anything different than like a drink or a cigarette. Like she just it's like, oh, it's one of those things like because her papaw smokes, but it ain't for medicine. I mean, it could be everyday life, but
It's medicine if he's using it. I don't care if he's using it all day, all night. It's medicinal.
true. I use mine for different purposes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like for anxiety, I like my little 5-10 milligram edibles. It gets me through my work day, like no stress or anything. And then when I'm ready to chill at the end of the day, watch a good movie, I smoke.
Yes. And the other part of this that we left out is that I am a medical bud tender. So the information I'm giving you is the same information I would give patients. It's the
That
same
she gives me.
same conversations I have with Kira. I'm not an expert, but I definitely do my homework because I have a lot of patients that are very ill and they are have a lot of vets that have PTSD. So I do my homework to make sure I'm going to get the right treatment for them.
Yeah.
So in each episode, I will do a little spiel about what I've learned and what you might want to try or what you haven't, tricks and some insights. And then as business owners in the industry, if you are somebody that is interested, we have a lot of info as well.
Yes.
So talking to your kids is our first subject because it just made sense with us being moms.
Yeah.
And us being in this industry and us being
and Medicaid,
consumers.
They're going to ask. They're going to be curious. They want to know what it is. They want to know what you use it for.
Yeah. Why, how many times you use it, all of those details. The older they get, the more questions they'll have if you don't stay in front of it. That's how I feel.
Have you ever thought about like if Cameron wants to use it?
Yes, I have thought about that. If he ever decided he wanted to use it, of course, I wouldn't have an issue with it. I'm really big on just being responsible because you can abuse anything. You can abuse Tylenol if you wanted to.
I agree with that.
So just raising him as a man, period, just making sure his priorities are straight before, during, and after.
Like it's easy to get carried away in because it's just, I'm not going to lie, sometimes I just smoke and I want more because I just want
It's a great feeling.
Yeah.
It's a great feeling. So yeah, it wouldn't be something that I would just like shun him on because, of course, if he decides he wants to deal with weed, I would rather him come to me to get the best of it and what he needs and how much he needs of it.
What they probably get?
Oh, it's all kind of crazy shit on the streets. And I mean, I was a street smoker for a long time, and I mean, some of that weed would set off my anxiety. Some of it would make me like super hungry, crazy. Like you just.
That's where somebody would trigger anxiety.
Yeah, you be paranoid as shit, looking out the window, trying to figure out what's going on.
This is the opposite. I don't like this.
So yeah, I mean, of course, I would want him to be at a legal age for Ohio because we are in Ohio. Before that even came up, but I don't feel like I would be a parent to be like no, because that's when the taboo starts.
Oh yeah,
it's like no, you shouldn't be doing that.
And he's like, why, Mom? You do. You use it. Yeah.
I had a lot of family members that was like that when I was younger.
Well, he's just like, he's almost in that age. I mean, I feel like teenagers use it differently than we do. So I feel like he'll probably get that pressure more than anyone else.
And for me, I hope it doesn't feel like pressure because he's already in the environment.
Right.
I'm sorry, y'all.
That's why if you talk to him first.
Yes. Then it's like, oh, I already know what that is.
Mm-hmm.
It's a yes or no. It's
still.
And
hopefully it's already in his head. Like, do I need that right now? Like, I don't know. That's a mental state. I
would think I'm open enough for him that he will come to me. But the other side is being a teenager, you don't always go to your parents.
Yeah, that's the truth.
So it just is what it is. We'll just keep going.
I'm sure he'll come to you about it. He'll probably have more questions about it than anything. Who else is he gonna go to?
Yeah. And I'm happy about that. I am that parent. You ask me all the questions. Let's figure this out together. Let's get on Google together.
Let's Google it.
Let's figure this out together. But that's a good point. Thinking about if your kids will be consumers of marijuana, where will your stance be? Because I feel like if your stance is absolutely not, you're being a hypocrite.
Yeah.
I mean, you really that child is a whole other person, and it not saying a consumer as a child, but when they're of legal age.
I feel like it will just straight up confuse them too.
Mm-hmm,
Like,
mm-hmm.
what do you mean? Have you been lying to me this whole time? Is there something I don't know? Like, why are you so skeptical of me using?
Yeah,
So,
I feel that too.
yeah, it'll be all right. By that time, hopefully, it will be legal everywhere, and then it won't be a problem like that. I mean, seriously, okay. Do you know how many times I go somewhere and there is just someone that's wasted behind me in line at like Kroger or something? I can like smell their breath on me.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Why? Why is that okay?
I know. That's just like, oh, I didn't know if you guys know they are trying to ban flavor swishers and cigarillos
That
and
literally
blunt
blows my
wrap
mind.
papers for the nicotine. But we're not banning cigarettes. So what are we talking about? I'm so confused.
I'm confused. Like, why get rid of those? You know exactly why. They don't want us to consume it in a smoking way.
Yeah,
I
Ohio.
mean,
So yeah, that's federally. They don't want to. Yeah, they don't want to deal with this
that
at
has to be
all.
the only reason.
Yeah,
There's
because
no way it's
Ohio, you
nicotine.
can, when I work in the dispensary, you cannot talk about smoking at all. It has to be vaping. They do not want the combustion at all. So I can't even, I know patients roll it up,
Yeah,
but it's just not a conversation that I can have with them
right.
because it's not Ohio law.
Like, hey, you need some
So
papers of that? Oh,
even
shit,
though
never
they
mind.
sell cigarillos and joint wraps down the street,
Right.
around the corner from the dispensary, I have to tell you to put it in a $50 battery and vape it.
It just blows my mind.
Yeah, the laws are crazy. So, anyways, I am happy where we're getting though, because 10 years ago, I would have never thought I worked in a dispensary
Hell no.
because I went into the dental field. And if I would have knew this was coming, I would have
I
did.
would have changed it up a little bit.
I would have probably did something else. I've probably just been.
What, 7 years of dental and we're like, we're ready to retire. I didn't know this was an option.
Yeah, I've totally left my job all the
Yes.
way
Yes, she
in the
has.
dental office to work in the industry
I
fully.
really envy you on that.
And Kira is dying slow
Yes.
in the
Slow
dentist's
and
office.
painful.
It is, I mean, it's a great field. If you work in the dentist's office, do not think we are bashing
Right.
working in it. But when you get to a certain point in your mind that you want to do something else, it's
Right.
not enjoyable anymore. But when the money is a factor,
Mm-hmm.
you have to do what you got to do. So I'm just watching Kira die while I'm over here smoking this weed.
Well, they already know about Stone, so.
Oh yeah, we definitely, like I said, we're gonna take you on a journey with us. So what we learn and our mistakes, we will definitely share them because we don't want you to make the same mistake. We can't give legal advice, but we will definitely try to get you to save some money and some time if you can.
Yes.
That is, if I had somebody that could sit me down and just run me through this, I would just have 5 notebooks and be ready to go because it's a lot of
no
ups
shit.
and downs and bumps.
We just started from scratch one day. This is how it all started. We were sitting in my husband's man cave, and he pulled out some nasty ass grinder. And Bree's like, I just hate that everything is so masculine. Like, why the fuck don't girls have like pretty shit that they can smoke out of? I was like, I don't know. She's like, let's do it. I'm like, do what? And she's like, let's make some girly shit that people can smoke out of. I was like, all right. And I was like, and that was it. That's where it all started, and we just continued with it, and we ran with it.
But let me give you the backstory to the backstory on that part. That conversation didn't just come out my ass talking to Kira. Like it was, Kira is so artistic and creative. I would go over her house and be like, she would have so much art in her house that is valuable art that she could sell easily. Like no questions asked, she would sell it. She has this eye that is just, she can catch it. So when we were having the conversation, it absolutely made sense. It was like, you have the eye, I got what I got, the ambition for a minute. And I'm gonna give you a piece of my ambition with this and let's run.
Bree has the ideas. She has the name. She's so good with words. You know what I mean? Like she's like, this is the name I want. And I was like, Stone Queen. Stone Queen. Damn, okay. Like so, for all queens.
Yeah. And my idea behind the name was just Queen, of course, is feminine, it is royal, it is powerful. is everything. Being a queen is everything.
Yes.
Nobody is inspired to be the princess.
True.
You want to be the queen.
Facts right there.
You're the woman of your house. You are the queen. You're the woman in the building. You are a queen. You are a queen. Period. But you're stoned while you're being this queen.
What better queen to be?
That shit's so badass. Okay, yes. I am stoned and I'm still a queen. I can do everything you're doing right now. High.
Yes.
With no issues. Yep. With no, I'm not missing a beat. We're good. And it just, I was literally at work in the dentist office and came up with that name.
Yeah. And I was like, let's do it. She's like, start a company. I'm like, no, I'm down. Like, let's do it. Oh, yeah. Me and you, we can do this. And then I'm like, how soon can we retire from dental? And then here she is 2 years later, and I'm still stuck.
I want it out. We're getting out of here. I'm about to come back with you too. You better come with me. We're getting out of there.
It'll happen.
Yeah. But yeah, I can't wait either. And
I can't wait for all you listeners to join us with all this. I'm just so excited.
And then we can have, like, now that outside's starting to open up, we can try to have some events, get you ladies together, because the whole thing is being able to build with women is so powerful, because we have an eye that these men do not have. I'm not bashing men at all, but I know for a fact women were made to do what men can't do.
Yeah. And who knows a woman better than another woman?
Exactly. And with the industry being so male dominated, there are some beautiful things out here. Like, besides our story, there are great stories out here. But the best ones that I'm seeing are women owned. Like, hands down. Like,
we need more.
Yeah, we need more. Because I'll be digging. I want to network with everybody. Even if you already have a story, let's network. Yep. See what's going on.
We want to support you all.
Yes. So that's how we got started. And we are running with this shit. Taking off. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm ready.
That's good. We got so much stuff planned. Like, we can't share everything right now, but it is so much exciting stuff going on.
Yes, I hope you guys join us each week for this. It's just more and more. You guys give us the feedback. Let us know any topics that you want to hear about, and we'll go into depth for you.
Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of topics. Like I said, if you're new to marijuana, or if you're already been a user forever, since you can remember, it's just so much information that you don't learn on the street. Now that the game has changed. The game has changed. That's why this is Stone Queen's Gambit.
All the time.
The game is changing, okay? Street weed is street weed. I don't have nothing against it.
I didn't even know about, like, edibles until recently. I mean, like, edibles that you made in your house, I got that.
And you're just going to eat it and see what happened.
I ate the whole fucking brownie.
Yeah.
And that was fucked up.
You almost died, but you didn't die.
I am here.
Because it's just weed.
True. That is so true.
It's just weed.
Never heard of anyone ever does non-weed.
Yeah. But the dosing, that's crucial. And, like, just knowing your strains, knowing the times that would be best for you to medicate. Like, those are all important things of an everyday consumer.
They really are. I stopped taking my anxiety medicine because Bree got me on these. They're only 5 milligram gummies, but I can take them through the day. Like, if you take them just like medication, and guess what? I don't have any crazy side effects over it. I don't have anything, and I finally get to relax, and I don't feel all that tension, and it's just, it definitely makes a difference, you guys.
Oh yeah.